Hi, I'm professional skier Palmer Hoyt. We're here today in Vail, Colorado to talk about how skiers and photographers interact. So in my career, I have shot for a lot of ski resorts: Vail, Beaver Creek, Breckenridge, Copper Mountain, Alta, Montana resorts. I've shot with some phenomenal photographers: Jack Affleck, Larry Pierce, Brian Bailey, Ron Chappell. The list goes on and on. I feel like one of the most important things between a skier and a photographer is the relationship between the two individuals. The way I like to think about it is the real talent in a situation on a photo shoot or a video shoot is behind the camera. Alright, ski tips for skiers in photo shoots. Number one, you're not in charge. It's probably the hardest thing, but the photographer is the person who's doing a lot of the work behind the scenes, not just behind the camera, but also they know who they're going to submit the photos to, or who they're going to send the video to, or who needs what, how they need it. So there's a lot going on. A skier needs to be good and then be able to channel that expertise according to what's necessary. Tip number two, skiers. The photographer is not your pack mule. They've got a big pack on their back and they've got camera equipment and stuff, and so I know as skiers we sometimes think, oh, if I got to drop a layer or whatever, I'll just hand it off to the photo guy. They got to do a lot of stuff. Pack in what you need, pack out what you need, take care of yourself. Don't be a bigger pain in the ass than we as skiers and talent already are. Tip number three for skiers, skiing for photos, and even skiing for photos is even a lot different from skiing for video. I feel like if you ski for video, or you're doing a video shoot, the skiing could be much more natural to what you already do. But when you're skiing for photos, it's pretty specialized. You're not skiing like you normally would. You really have to overemphasize everything you're doing, and it has to be good technique, and it has to look good, and be good skiing. But it's got to be emphasized for the camera, and I like to think of it like you're trying to inspire others through the way you're skiing. So you need to be a good example in that photo so it looks good for somebody to open up a magazine and be like, whoa, that's awesome, I want to go skiing. The fourth tip is don't be afraid to look like a total idiot when you're skiing. A lot of the times to get a shot, and this is more specific for photos, you got to drive your hands, and it feels stupid, but it looks, I don't know if it looks good, but it looks right in the photo. So when I'm skiing and I'm if it's a one shot for one turn, it's driving that hand and holding it out there so that if there's 6 frames, as many of those frames as possible that the photographer takes will still be good, and it's just not one split second. So a lot of it is holding that position, driving that hand, trying to smile as much as possible, and just emphasizing the good parts of skiing as much as you can while still maintaining good skiing technique. My final tip for skiers and photographers: while we're out and skiing, we're all on the same team. Egos are very easy to get in the way. Put your ego aside. Communication is extremely important. Skiers, listen to the photographers. It's tough to do because we get really good ideas and we'll see some things. Photographers will see things differently. If you got radios, bring radios on any photo shoot. It's just a whole lot easier to talk normally like this rather than having to scream 300 yards down the hill through trees, and if the wind's blowing. Communication is vital in any relationship, but the special relationship between skier and photographer really matters because we have to know exactly what each other are thinking, what we need. So the better communication we can have and establish, whether it's radios or if it's just cell phones or if it's maintaining a line of sight or staying close enough that you can talk, it's really important. Thanks for watching. This has been a lot of fun for me, Palmer Hoyt. Hope to see you on the hill. Love to ski.